Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Lions going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Trubisky on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 58 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Go get him, go get him, go get him. Here we go now. 319.
And now with the play clock just about to expire, John Fox is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the wideout in motion. On second down, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Kyle Brinza on now for the extra point. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Kyle Brinza on now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Runs through the contact. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The first carry for Ameer Abdullah. Ameer Abdullah, 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Ameer Abdullah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 9. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards on the ground.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit. All right, now, over.
Again, it's Howard. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 8-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hurry up, hit me. That boy's got 4.
2nd and goal now from the 8. Off the toss, Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 4th down, it's Howard. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. So on 4th and goal, Howard unable to get there. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Back down in Philly. Here we go. Gun. All right, now, look at 56. Look at
From the gun, Wood. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right on the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down following the run. They go with Abdullah again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wood. From the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort. Begin the drive with Howard.
And nowhere really to to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Throwing here, Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go. Blue 90.
To throw is Wood. Off the play fake. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Wood operating from the gun. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
This is Cohen on the toss. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want. But it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Brinz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Brinza now, after the field goal, readies for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. And, he'll be shoved to the turf that time, right near the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wood. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Again, it's Abdullah. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wood now from the gun on third down. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, now look at me. All right, here we go. Gun!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. They convert on third with a gain of 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Let's go. Green. Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Trubisky, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Tahir Whitehead coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They start the drive with Abdullah. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Abdullah. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Wood looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wood. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. 20. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Let's go! 3-19!
Here's Wood to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
No, check, Patriot! All right, now, look at 56. No, check, Patriot!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
And he knocks it through. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
To throw is Wood. Throwing on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 319. 319.
A handoff to Abdullah. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Wood looking to throw on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And some room to roam now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Wood now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wood. Operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green.
Off play action. Wood. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Wood from the gun. He'll throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more space.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Pernell McPhee, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Wood, operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Dorsett, the man in motion. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. A'Shawn Robinson. He's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Wood back to the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Wood. And he connects with Ebron. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play on third down for the Lions. 44 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Abdullah on the counter. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amir Abdullah with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. This is Howard on 2nd down. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And on 2nd and 10 now, defense showing blitz.
All right, here we go.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. In there to get him, his second sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Hey, got four now. Over!
Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side. Knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. No, check, Patriot.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front has eaten up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. No, here we go now. Green. No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back it up.
This is Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Here we go now.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He completes it right side to White. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Please.
White, the man in motion.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done. Now part 2. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. To throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Wood throwing on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good. But when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Shaheen, the tight end on the right side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, and I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie, but I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.